Mfana wami. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon, the royals. Good afternoon, kings and queens of the land. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mungoni Mkonto, and this is the Royal Opinion. Today, in South Africa, the weather conditions, very nice in my place in Limpopo where I am. Cool outside. I'm sitting outside. Today, coming out to talk about the Bela bill. For the second time today, talking about the subject. The reason I talk about the subject again is because the last time I uploaded, or the last time I went live about the subject, YouTube removed the video. So I thought maybe it's because of something that I shared there. So today I decided to come out live without sharing any document or sharing anything. Coming out live to talk about the Bela bill again. The impact of the Bela bill on black people. The impact of the Bela bill on the black children. The impact of the Bela bill on the unions. What does it mean? Impact of the Bela bill on the black parent. Impact of the Bela bill on the white parent. That's what we're going to discuss today. That's what is on discussion. You can give us your comment about the subject. You're welcome. Or you can just tell us where you are watching us from. You're also welcome to give us just that comment. If you are watching us, we get excited to know that there are other people who are watching outside South Africa. So, especially if you are watching outside of South Africa, tell us where you are watching us from. Even when you are watching from South Africa, you can indicate where you are watching us from. So I don't even know how to begin about the subject, but let me check some documents that are supposed to, that I want to share about the Bela bill. I will not share it visibly on the streaming, but I'll just read so that people will understand what is a Bela bill. Actually, I should first explain what is a Bela bill, and then I will get to read what is in the Bela bill. I will get to read what is in the Bela bill after explaining what is a Bela bill. I will ask for your little patience. My name is Mngoni Mkonto, and you are on the Real Opinion. Click the like button and subscribe if you are joining us for the first time. The Bela bill, it's the Basic Education Laws Amendments bill, but it's now passed into law. It was passed into law by President Ramaphosa by signing, officiating it on the 13th of September, officiating it on the 13th of September to become a law in South Africa. We are not no more talking about a bill. We are now talking about a law, something that has been um, changed now into a law because of the its implementation. Is that it is effective immediately. So, meaning we're talking about something which now has already happened. So, I want to give my opinion. Click the like button and subscribe. And you can also give us your opinion about the Bela bill. Do you think it's good for parents? Do you think it's good for children? What do you think? Do you understand what is the content of the Bela bill? Just tell us your opinion. So I want to have some discussion about some other things which are included in the Bela bill. Uh, I'm very much opposed to the Bela bill because the Bela bill, it seeks to criminalize black parents. What the bill seeks to do, it the system wants to keep a black parent a criminal, just waiting for a day to be arrested. I think that's what the Bela bill seeks to achieve. The Bela bill seeks to criminalize black parents, uh, destroy black families, and uh, create separation between the parent and the child. I'll further explain why I have such an opinion about the Bela bill. One of the amendments that was needed in the Bela bill, it's that they need in the Bela bill. It's first the making grade R compulsory. I want to talk about it. One of the things that I included there, sorry, it's making grade R compulsory. This may seem like a good law for the black parents who've been looking for education of their children. But the reason this grade R has been made compulsory, they say they want children from 4 years to attend school, and it's compulsory. If you don't take your children to schools when they are 4 years, then you will face arrest. The consequences are arrest. They make it compulsory. I have a challenge. What happens to the child when the parents get arrested because they did not take the child to grade R when the child is 4 years? What happens to the child? Are they going to take the child now to become a child of the government? Who's going to make sure that the child's well-being is looked after? What is the reason do you criminalize parents for no apparent reason? Because first, the education system itself is a disaster. It's a colonial education. How can you go and make a colonial education compulsory? Why not first fix the system? And when we are satisfied that the system has been fixed, it's no more a colonial system, then we can make it compulsory. Why do we make a colonial education compulsory for black people? Why do we give our children as early as 4 years for programming by the white system? Why are we giving up our parenting to the white system? So that amendment that makes a grade R compulsory for children from the age of 4 years, it's actually a disaster for black parents, because what is going to happen? They want the children to come to school as early as possible, so that they can program them in the colonial education. They can create the separation from the child and the mother as early as possible. Families, government does not have children. Families are the basic unit, or the factories at which the most important resource of the planet are being produced. And that is the human resource. The human resource is the most important resource in the planet, because it's the resource that gives value to all the other resources that exist, and is the resource that makes even the other people rich. The human resource is a very important resource of the planet, of the universe, not only in the planet, even outside the planet. The human resource is a very powerful resource to have. The human resource, the basic unit of producing human resource, is families. It's not government. Government does not manufacture children. Children comes from families. Taking powers from families, pretending like government cares for the children than their parents. It's a disaster for black families, because all they want to do is only to criminalize innocent people who does not want their children to be programmed on the colonial education. They want our children to be programmed in the colonial education as early as 4 years. Another of the laws that appears in the Bela bill, uh, What is the other laws? Yeah, one of the laws that appears in the Bela bill again is to criminalize, they say, um, the disruption, they call it the disruption of the school calendar. Disruption of the school calendar should be an offense, and it should be have a criminal sentence. This is a disaster because when they say the disruption of a school calendar, it means every time when your child is sick, um, you will have to take the child to the doctor. If you don't have the money to take the child to the doctor, you will need a proof that the child was not intentionally uh, told to stay at home. The child was not intentionally forced to stay at home. Otherwise, you will get arrested. You and your wife or you and your husband are going to get arrested uh, for disturbing the school calendar. When your child gets sick, you may get arrested for disturbing the school calendar if you don't have the medical proof that your child was sick. And the child may be taken over by government because they will have to come up with laws on what happens when they arrest the parents. So all they want to do is to make sure that black people are becomes criminals, just waiting for the day to be arrested. The Bela Bill is one of those apartheid laws that have been reinforced. Even apartheid was a little lighter than the Bela Bill. The Bela Bill it's an aggressive apartheid law which has been brought back to reinforce colonialism in South Africa and to reinforce slavery and the criminalization of the black parents. Let me check what are the other issues on the Bela bill. President Cyril Ramaphosa have signed the Bela bill into law on the 13th of September in South Africa, creating a disaster for black people. Now, because we are still not affected by the law, because the law is not yet applied on us, most black people don't care about these laws. But when these laws start to be applied and start to target those who rise against the system, because you see, these laws are actually put in order for anybody who is going to rise against the system. So they can be able to use these laws. You are already a criminal. They can use these laws to put you in jail if you are rising against the system. They already have made you a criminal. So for them, it's just to look for you and put you in jail. So the Bela bill, another of the laws which is on the Bela bill, and actually which Ramaphosa has paused because of the opposition by the DA. The department wants to exercise control over the school governing body or the language policy of the schools. The language policy of the schools. They want to exercise control. They want to basically change if a school has got Africans as their media of instruction only, they want to give the department power to change the language policy of the school, uh, destroying the culture of people. Because let's say you've got an African school, and now you force the Africans people to mix with other people, then you're diluting their authenticity. If you've got a Zulu school, let it be a Zulu school if they want it to be exclusively a Zulu school. Instead of creating our own schools, our own traditional schools, our own Zulu schools or Tsonga schools, Ndebele schools. We want to force the African schools. We want to force them to be diluted by black people. Why do we want to force ourselves into white people instead of maintaining our own tradition and culture? Why can't we create, if the Afrikaners have got their own African schools, why can't we create our own um, schools that are based on our own languages? Why do we need to force the Afrikaners to change the language policy instead of creating schools that will be Northern Sotho, that will be Southern Sotho? Why can't we do that? It's a disaster of a law. They're also criminalizing black parents for, they say, parents who would fake, parents who will fake documents when they are applying for admission of their children. When they are applying for admission for their children, parents who fake documents. It looks like it's raining here. I will have to go inside the house. The conditions are changing. So please bear with me as I move to the other side, to the house. I'll just switch off there. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you very much for waiting. My name is Mngoni Mkonto. You're on the Real Opinion. Click the like button and subscribe. Today, talking about the Bela Bill, very important law that criminalizes black parenting, that proves that black parents are useless. They are not responsible enough to ensure that their children can go to school. So they have to be criminalized in order for the parents to take their children to school. That's what the bill is about. Make the black parents criminals. Create a law that looks like I was still talking about I was still talking about the one that the language policy that will be controlled by the Minister of Education. One of the things that they've requested, that the changes that they've made, is that the department will now have a control. Though that policy, it's actually paused because the DA rejected it. So when white people reject, then it is paused a little bit for the sake of the white people. They said they are going to give them 3 months to raise their concerns. And it will be amended. They will remove the clauses that white people don't want, and then criminalize the black parents. Show that the black parents are irresponsible. They have to be forced by the law to take their children to school. What do they want to teach these children? Queen Precious Malachi saying we have schools like CVO who only teach in Afrikaans. There are other schools, yes, there are other schools who teach only in Afrikaans. I think that is the target. The target is to force black children to go and learn in African school, invade African school and dilute the people there. Because the government has got no purpose whatsoever to create schools that will promote the culture of the black children. They want the uh, black children to be grown under the British culture, the European culture. That's where the black children must be uh, orientated to. So they were supposed to create Zulu schools, Tsonga schools, Venda schools, all those instead of like going to force the Afrikaners to open their schools for their children, they were supposed to create schools that will teach the culture of the black people, that will teach the pride of the black child, that will bring back the culture and the norms of black people, that will teach the black child who is born today about the culture of the people who existed earlier in the 1800, in the 1600. or even beyond, because black people have been in existence since forever. That is very almost well known by everybody. So instead of healing that issue, instead of creating schools that will teach black children their own culture, they want to force black children into white Africans school in order to dilute the Afrikaners, and also to uh, uh, take their black children away from their culture, don't teach them their language. They have to go and learn English and Afrikaans, because the best educations are found in those schools. The best education is found in those schools. So they have also criminalized parents who submit uh, fake documents for admission of their children. If a parent submit documents which are not accurate according to the system for the application of the admission of their child, if it is found that maybe some of the documents they've submitted may not have been authentic, the parent will be arrested. And the reason for that is because instead of checking what is the reason parents are faking the documents, they are criminalizing parents who are faking their documents for the sake of their children. Parents who goes to apply for better education in town, who stays in townships and rural areas, when they apply for their children in those schools, they are told to submit proof of residence from around the town. And um, parents who are from township and villages, very few have got the addresses in town. So mostly they will fake a proof of residence that will have an address in town in order for the child to be accepted at a town, at a school, at a public school in town. So such a parent becomes a criminal in this government. The parent who looks out for his children and goes out to the way to ensure that they at least get what they say is better education. The system says such a parent should be criminalized, should be arrested. The question is, what will happen to the child, to the children? What will happen to the child? Let's say I am arrested with my wife because of our last born. What happens to the four children that comes before? What happens to our family? What happens to the future of these children? If I get arrested because I did not take the child to school before the child was 4 years, what will happen to the child? Who's going to grow the children? So this law, this Bela uh, laws, the Bela laws are a disaster for black parents, are a disaster for black children. It is meant to further divide the black family, to further fragment the black family, to make the children individuals who are to take them over from their parents and hand them over to government authorities as early as possible. Parents have got best interest of their children. The government has never shown any best interest in our children. We have seen parents suffering because of their children, working very hard because they want to feed their children. Government is refusing the black children to go to school, to go to the why are they not making the university education compulsory and free? Why are they not making the university education compulsory and free if they are serious about helping the black children? Why are they only making the lower education compulsory and criminalizing the parents? Why can't they stop criminalizing the parents and make the higher education accessible for every black child? Ensure that all the black children that comes from the higher educations have got placement, have got places to go and work. If they are serious about solving the problems of black children, why can't that happen? So this is not about ensuring that children have got future. It's about ensuring that government have got control over the people and ensuring that anyone who is against the system has already been criminalized. They're only waiting for a day to come and arrest you. Because if they create a lot of laws that criminalize black people, then the authorities can arrest you at any day for almost any other rule which exists, God knows where. Queen Precious says, yes, if over level is compulsory, even higher education should be compulsory. Yes, higher education should be compulsory for all the children that pass matric. Why can't we make it compulsory? And it should be compulsory for the state to provide for the children who comes from universities, to provide for them money to be able to market themselves until they get their jobs. It should be compulsory. Why are they not instead of criminalizing black parents, why are they not improving in that one? Why do they go to the area where they will only criminalize black parents? So the Bela bill, as it is a disaster for black families. It's a fragmentation of the unit of the black family. At the moment, when the white people came to Africa, the black family was a very huge family. They have divided the black family now. It's only a wife, and a father and two children. The fragmentation that has happened, resulting into street kids. When they criminalize the parents for the sake of the children, then they are telling the children that their parents are actually against you. Your parents are against you. The government is here to protect you. The government has never given birth to a child. The parents give birth to children. After giving birth to children, parents get criminalized and authority handed over to the government in order to control and create robots out of their children. When are we going to wake up as Black people and realize that the people that we are trusting, the people that we think that they are here to save us, they are the same people who are here to destroy us? Isn't it clear that this is an aggression? The law is the most aggressive law of apartheid in recent times. Thank you very much to all those who have joined the live stream and to all those who have participated. My name is Mngoni Mkonto. This is the Royal Opinion. If it makes sense, click the like button and subscribe. You can super thanks us. You can also join the channel for only 39 Rand 99 a month. Thank you very much for joining our live stream. We'll talk again next time.